So let's start with the product details view model. I'm here in the feature home. I will add the that screen, product details screen. It's a kind of a view model, so we need to inject our use cases and need to provide a annotate with the Hilt view model. So here I'm injecting things and the constructor there will be our use cases. So for this there is a first one is our uh, get product details use cases, and the second one is for the adding the cart. So for this I think we need to create, let me check here, we need to add to cart. So we need to create it, add cart item use case. So we'll make it later, just annotate with the to do. So later we know that these things are pending. So we need a state and just a copy from the another view model. So what this type of case we need to use, and we need a loading also because we are calling the API, so that mutable of the in the init we call the get products, this type of the product, and that will be the null by default. Let me import in the init we call the get product details. So state equal to state of the product. Okay, and we need to annotate with that. So getting, and we need the loading state. I think on the auth module we add. Let me check. Auth view model there are no anything for the state. Let me create it. That when is loading equal to mutable state of, by default it is value is should be false, should be small. Where is loading type of the boolean. State, and there is like coming from the Android life cycle. Not getting it. Let me import manually. It's coming from the Android X lifecycle. First, let me annotate with the extend with the view model. We can access the view model things. State and get key product ID. Okay, we need to get our product ID from the our home screen. Whatever click on the product. So use for this we need to get data from the save state. So basically we need to add here, and after we need to write it down here. So it's just like get data from the bundle. This will be our string type. The key of this is the product ID. Make sure that he was not getting wrong. Otherwise, we know get the ID, and if not getting ID, then we not getting a result also. So here we manipulate these things. If the product ID is not equal to null, then we call the one function. The code is get product details. Okay, so here we pass the product ID to int. We need to create a member function. Here we call the product ID. This is calling the our API from the get product details. So for the quick, just copy from the other things. It's like this. The view model shows we need to write it down. Here we pass the product detail use case and pass our product ID. Here state value should be our result data. Here is loading value should be true, not in the when, but in the here. Like this. we add other things. Here also on the bottom there is a add to cart button, so we need to take care about all also this. So I just add the function. That function get the product and get doing some things with the add to cart functionality. So this also will be to do. This should be the related to our add to cart use case. So we need to create our product detail view model. So let me quickly create. This should be composable function. Here we need the view model. So this is our view model, and I think there no another things are required. Construction. Here we need the our state value. The declare the state view model dot state dot value. Okay. Same thing for the our loader is loading. We'll see if there is another product is not equal to null. We check the product here, and after we showing here. So here we are using column because all things are showing one by one. So I'm using the same thing like this. We'll make size something that coming from the now we use the box directly here, and vertical scroll will be remember state modifier equal to modifier next size our all screen. Here we check if it's loading or not. Something doing that and also on that. If it's loading, we show the circular progress bar just like before. We can create the common component for this, but it's only one line, so I'm not created. But it's a nice thing if you like separate all things. If I need to change this logo progress design, then I need to change from everywhere. So keep that kind of the changes and doing the coding like this, that you after the changes are getting, then you can easily manage it. Also we add a little bit padding all over screen. Here first thing is we add the box for the showing the images. Inside the box we show the images. Remember scroll state. I'll just range code. It's working. Like here on the modifier, so content alignment will be the alignment center. So that's showing the horizontal center. In this, we need one child is the light image. So I think we are added something in the home screen. So we'll copy paste from this. Modifier should be the fill max width. So the height should be the fix. I will add console dp here. This is the light image. We need this every time. So just edit because it's showing the error. The outside of the box we need add to spacer. Here we need all these things. Change spacing here. So this will be little more. This will be 16. This will be the 8, and the title should be the headline small. There is no need to add the max line. Font should be the bold. No add to the ellipse. Also we need to go in the row. There is a price. Price should be the headline medium. There is no need to max line. The rating bar should be the 20 dp. Okay, so now let me add into the spacer. For the description, we add the description also. So for the description, I just copied that thing, and this should be the description. Title medium. So this you can add the also like this. Annotate with the description. It should be the less space. That should be the body medium. Now we need to the button for the add to card. Get more space here. Just on the button, there is required one on-click method. That should be the our view model. Add to cart. In here we pass the product. Okay, another thing is need to modify it max width, and the children of that is the text that is showing a to cart. Here add with the lambda. Yeah, let me add with the lambda. So now this is done. We're getting the one error. Let me run these things. Hope it will work. So I'm using a material theme color scheme. So my on the evening my phone goes to the dark mode automatically. So automatically that change the application theme also. Yeah, it's working. Let me go to the product detail. Nothing. So here let me check the logs. We need to call this. So I think in the home screen we need to call this. Here we are calling. Let me on the home screen for item the product card kit. We navigate this into product details. Okay. Let me log here. Log the. Let me add a tag here also. Log the. Let me check it's working or not. I will rerun it. So navigation it's not working properly. This will not be calling. What the issue? Some error with the line. We need to add something like this. Solve it and I will be back. Welcome back to the coding lab. In this video we are doing the operation related to the room database. So we configure the configure the cart screen. So whatever user add in the cart or the delete or the adding item increasing the item or decreasing that all cart related stuffs are going with the room database. Welcome back to the coding lab. In this video we are doing the operation related to the room database. So here we configure the configure the cart screen. So whatever user add in the cart or the delete or the adding item increasing the item or decreasing that all cart related stuffs are going with the room database. So for the creating database there is a need some for creating the room database. For the integration of the room database we need the some files. So I will separate these files. So first things we need the our database file. So that should be the our app database, and another one is like whatever we communicate with the database and provide to the our view model or the any view. For this we like the DEO class, data access object, or you can say that database access object. So that basically contain the our get card item from the database, remove the item, and all other functions that related to cart. So here we create the cart DEO, and for the schema we need like one model that annotated with the room or the. I will show you the what will be the annotation. So it's providing the basic structure of the database. So here that will be the our cart entity. So I hope you get the clear idea. Let me create with the cart entity. So in the feature card we create a one package that should be our data layer. So data layer it's here we create another package that should be the local, because this cart related things is doing in local using the database. So here I created another two class. One is the DEO and another one. In DEO there is a file that I created that was the cart. Okay, so cart entity is a simple key annotated with the entity, so the room will know that was the entity and this type of the table I want to generate. So here we give the table name equal to the items. Here I held the cart entity. Sorry, the cart entity should be the data class. Here I add the some variable ID equal to integer. Here I adding some product related stuff. So the main things you need is a product ID. You copy paste from the product model. So this I need. We can use the old object here, but I'm not using right now. Also I need a price. Copy of these all things. So we need title. We need price also. We don't need the description because we are not showing the description in the card. We do not need to category. We need the image. Also, we don't need these two things, but we need the quantity. So I just change with the I annotate with the S is the primary key. So now ID is our primary key and it should be auto generated true. So that's it for the our entity. Now moving with our part DEO. So basically this is a type of interface, not a data class. So I just change it to the interface. And what is content? First we need to insert the item to our database. So for this we use the insert annotation from the room, and we provide on conflict. If we get the duplicate item, then we replace it, and that should be the data class. Okay. Also on calculator strategy with the replace. Okay, it should be the insert item, insert the card item, and that is except our cart item, the type of the cart entity. Okay, like this we need the for the update also, delete also. I created another package that should be the entity. Okay, so I just put the update here and remove these things, and that should be the date cart item, and here the delete, remove these things and delete. So basically from this annotation the room will know that what type of query need to be the performed. So after this I will write the query. So we are doing the CRUD operations, like we need to get the item from the database. For this we are creating query. This will be select start from our table name or cart item. So these both are to be same. Okay. So now I write the function for this, get all cart items. Another, if we want to delete all our cart items, so basically for this it should be type of flow, and here use the delete. It's no need to start, and the function should be the delete all cart items. So we annotate with the suspend function. We are perform this using a for routine, so that we can the list of the cart entity. Create the one page here. It should be the data, and here I will external current package, that should be the local. So here in local I get the one file. This will be our database. Okay, so this will be the abstract class. Now we need to get the method for the select or get the particular card item using the product ID. So I write the query for this. So this should not same, but select star from the table name where the card item dying product ID. And this will give the card entity and that will be the null. So let me now this so that's so database equal to the entities where we are using with the card entity. So we need to write like this so that access this product ID, not the entity product ID. So our database product ID, our database product ID equal to whatever we pass the product ID equal to, then we get the data. There product ID that will written the one record, not a multiple. So I write the immediate one. But without this we can also get the only one item because we add the refresh data queue. So now it's time to create our database file. So moving back to the code. So also we need to provide database version equal to 1. If hotel schema equal to false, if database extend room database. Okay, so now there is a function called the card PEO. Have all this method. So here we need the database module so we can easily add this to whatever we need. So basically, here we need a database module class so that whenever I use it, we can easily add it and we achieve the dependency injection also. So let me create the one package for the here di, and here should be on the data class. Create another class database module to be the installer. So it's a type of the object and annotated with the module singleton component. It's a provide our app database object, and this also be the singleton, and I create a function provide app database. We need the context here, so for this we use the application context. For this we need the app database. Return type should be the card PO. Return for insert, update, delete all cart item, and the get cart item by the product ID. So let me app database dot cart EO. So that's it. Now we need to use this thing whenever we want. So we are previously working on, I think, on add cart entity. Let me import this thing and I remove these things that will be explained. Return type of should be the our app database. So that return room database builder. Here we pass the context first, and we need our database class. So this will be the app database dot class dot jar, and we need to give our database name. So this will be the our ecom dot db, and we need to build this. So just correct the build. All things are done here. I will rearrange the code. So if not rearrange, we can take this input, delete single cart item. Also for this we need this input, and we have to do it manually. It will be the we need to add some method onto the repository so that it will get whatever whatever items from the database. So our repository do it. That use case clutch it's not responsible for that. So we are moving to the cart repo, delete all cart item. We no need to input this. We will remove all. And another one is get cart item by. Maybe for this we take only the product ID. That will return the cart link. It's an application, not a context. So another things we need is to provide object of our cart module. Cart DEO class. So same things. I provide these two, and I also need to create a function. So I copy paste this, and here that provide me to the cart DEO. Okay, so our repository interface will begin. The implementation of this is contained in our cart repository implementation in the data class. That should be there in our. This is the type of the interface, and it's a contain all our function. Writing existing our cart entity, and it's a new quantity. So let me check, is it is a suspend function? Yes, it's a suspend function. If you not write the suspend function here, then that should be not work. So make sure we need to write suspend with the coroutines. So now moving back to the our cart view model. Now it's need another method. It's for the remove the item. Remember part is empty. So the lazy column we need one by one item. So that lazy column, let me write it down the modify things. It's one f whatever we whatever size is not used that will use by that. So that we add the weight one. Also add the vertical arrangement should be the no. So I want here I'm trying to launch this on the ViewModel scope. So I get the suggestion like you are seeing. I added the Gemini as our Gemini. I added the Gemini and provide the context of our project context so that it will showing the this kind of the implementation like it's showing this type of the tips.